Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Guys, in this session, I am going to cover one of the very important built-in data type, that is tuple here. So let's start from the definition of the tuple. What is tuple, guys? Tuple is a collection of items. So mainly the tuple are used to store the multiple values, multiple items in a single variable. Okay, suppose you want to store the multiple student name. In that case, instead of declaring the separate variable for the separate student, so in that case you can merge those student name into a single variable. So by using like tuple and list, we can represent the multiple student by using the single variable. Okay, so that is called the tuple here. Now there is a second point. Tuples are immutable, okay, in nature. But in previous session I showed you what is list, then what are the things are in list, what are the methods are in list, and I explained you some feature of the list. List is not a immutable. List can be modified. List can, we can update, we can add, delete, whatever we can do. So we, if we compare the tuple and list, list is a mutable object and tuple is a immutable object. That means we cannot change it. Okay, once we, if we are trying to change it, then it will create the new object. Now let's talk about the third point. It can hold the duplicate value. I'll be going to show you in a practical way, like how it, how, whether it is holding the duplicates or not. So that things I'll be going to cover in with a practical. Apart from that, I written here fourth point, that is saying it can hold the heterogeneous data types. So what does mean by the heterogeneous here? The heterogeneous means, like, suppose you want to add or you want to store the string data type, you want to add the boolean data type, you want to add the number. So this different data type you can hold, or you can hold the data of the this data types by using the tuples. And in list as well you can hold the heterogeneous type of data. Okay, so this is the basic 4 point I concluded here. So I'll be going to, I don't want to go deep in a, like more deep in a theory parts. I just wanted to explain you guys theory, practical things. So let's start from the basic things here. So now I'll be going to show you like how to create the tuple here in a programmatic way. So by using the round processes, we can create the tuple. So this is the first way, and second way is the constructor of a tuple class. So by using the constructor of a tuple class, you can create the tuple. So then this is the two way. So let me explain you practically. So let me create one list, name list or name tuple. Okay, and add the names here like Sam, Sai, and Vans. Okay, so these are the names I have added, and let me print those names or tuple. Okay, now let's execute it. You can see the tuple has been created for, and it is that name tuple holding the three names. Okay, instead of declaring the separate variable for each name, what I did, I created the single variable and created the tuple. So inside it I added this three elements or three items. Okay, and I print it. But I want to show, make sure like whether this name tuple variable is tuple type or not. So how you can validate? You can validate it by using the type method. Okay, so let me show you like how we can validate it. You can do like this. So you can use this type method to check the data type of the list or tuple or any type of variable. So let me run it. Okay, you can see the class, which type of variable is this. This is the tuple type variable, correct? So two things we make sure. Apart from that I want to calculate the length of this tuple. Okay, then how you can calculate length? So there is len function will be there. You can easily use as len function to calculate the length. So instead of type, you can just give the len and execute the same thing. You will get the length of the tuple. So this way you can check the type of the tuple. You can calculate the length of the tuple. Now let me explain you the how it can hold the duplicates, whether it is holding the duplicates or not. Yeah, let's try. Let me create the another tuple here. Okay, so for the time permit, I just copied this tuple, already created tuple here. So I named it like differently here. Okay, fine. So let me, I have created this tuple and let me replicate this name again. Yeah. So now we have duplicate items in this tuple. So let's check whether it is accepting the duplicates or not. Let me print that tuple by using the print method here. Just change the variable name and run it. Yeah, it can be a, like it can able to accept the duplicate value as per my here. Okay, now let's validate the fourth point what I'm saying here. The fourth point saying like it can be a like hold the heterogeneous type of data. So it can hold the different type of data. So what does mean by the different type of data? It means you can hold the integer, string, boolean, any type of data inside the single tuple. Okay, let me create another variable like, so this is my string. So I can give the true, sorry. Okay, so this is my boolean. Let me add the number. Okay, so this is the different type of data I'm going to add inside this tuple, that name tuple 2. So let me print that name tuple 2. Yeah, it can be able to accept the heterogeneous type of data. Heterogeneous means different type of data it can accept. Okay, so these points we covered. What kind of, like what are the points we covered here? We covered how to create the tuple. Then we covered how to check the type of the tuple. Then we covered how to calculate the length of the tuple. Apart from that, I covered here whether it is accepting the duplicate or not. I covered here whether it is accepting the heterogeneous type of data or not. So these all things I have covered here. Okay, now let's cover the other things like how to iterate this tuple. I want to iterate this tuple over the loop. Then how you can do that? You can use a for loop, you can use a while loop. It's up to you. Let me show you one type here how you can do that. Okay, like name in, you have to specify the thing. Okay, this is the syntax. Then just print, use a print method to print the name. Yeah, print it. So this way you can do that. So now you will get the data here, you will get the items from this tuple, correct? Okay, so that's a way you can use the, or you can iterate the tuple and use. Now the fourth point is what here? The tuple cannot be, see, tuple cannot be changed, or we cannot add, we cannot delete, you cannot do any modification inside the tuple, correct? We cannot do that. Then how, suppose you want to modify the data, then how you can achieve, how you can do that? So there is a way I'll be going to discuss in few minutes. So before that, let me explain you the how you can create the tuple by using the constructor, how you can create it. So let me create the tuple by using the constructor of the tuple class. Okay, so this is my tuple. I'll be going to copy this data. So simply what you have to do, name tuple is equal to, and just specify the tuple. So this is the tuple class. So this is your constructor, and inside this constructor just give your data. Okay, so this is the data, and after that print the data here, name tuple. Okay, I have printed it. Now let me execute it. Yeah, I can able to see the things. I can able to see the items here. So now from the like by using the constructor of the tuple class, we can able to create the class. Sorry, we can able to create the tuple here. So let's check the type of the tuple, that tuple whether it is type tuple type or not. Okay, so by using the which function, by using the type function. Let me copy these things here itself and let me re-execute same thing. Yeah, you can see the tuple has been created. Now there is one loophole, let me discuss. While creating the tuple, you have to keep in your mind. So I have one tuple, so that name is like tuple is equal to exam. So as per the rule, when we use the round braces and we hold some items, that means this is your tuple. But let's see whether it is tuple or not. Okay, let me execute it and let me measure the class of that tuple. Okay, re-execute it. Okay, now see what it is. It is the string type. So Python will create, suppose in your round processes, if you have only single item, if you have only single item, so automatically Python will consider this is the string type of data. Suppose if you add the comma, then it will, Python will consider that this is the tuple. See, this is the tuple. So these things you have to like you have to keep in your mind, keep in your mind when you creating the tuple. So that's all guys. So this is the way to like create the tuple here, and this is a loophole you have to keep in your mind. Now let's come on this point, the second, immutable in nature. Yeah, we know that tuple is a immutable in nature. So tuple don't have the add, delete, remove something methods. But I want to do that. I want to remove the elements. I want to add the element. Then how I can do? Yes, surely you can do that. You can add, you can delete the data inside the tuple. Let me show you how you can do that. So suppose I created this tuple. So this is my tuple. Let me copy paste here, and simply you have to use, okay, simply you have to use the another list here. So list is a mutable object. You have to convert this tuple into a list. Okay, how you can convert? So like list uh like like wait, sorry, name list, I'll give this like this, proper naming conventions. And list, you can pass the tuple inside the constructor of the list. Now you will create the list. Now name list dot add or append, whatever you can do to add the data. You have to use the append method. So see, I'm going to add the one more name, that is like Sam. I am going to add the one more name inside it. And once you add the name, you can convert the that list into a tuple. How you can do that? Name tuple is equal to tuple, inside it you can pass the name list. Okay, vice versa, and print the tuple. Let's see. Okay, wait, let me copy this print statement here, and let's remove this type here. No need to check the type here, we already know the type. Okay, let me execute this code. Now see, yeah, I can able to modify the tuple definitely. But before that, you have to convert your tuple into the list, and inside the list you can do whatever you want. You want to remove, you can use a remove method. You want to pop, you want to add, you want to extend. So these all things you can do by using the list here, by converting the tuple into a list. So guys, that's all about the tuple. So these are the basic things I explained you. let me recap these things. First, I showed you how to create a tuple. After that, I showed you how to check the type of the tuple, then how to calculate the length. Then after that, I showed you like whether it is accepting the duplicates or not. It accept the heterogeneous type of data or not. It can accept the heterogeneous. Then I explain you like how to iterate the data by using the for loop, while loop. So here you can able to do that by using the for loop here. Yeah, and you can check with like how you can iterate the data by using the while loop. After that you can I explained you like, so this way how to create the tuple by using the tuple constructor. Apart from that, I explained you the this loop for like when we have the single item in the tuple, then how it behaves, and if we add the comma after the single item, then how it behaves. Okay, so these all things I explain you. Then if you want to modify, update the tuple, then how you can do that? You can convert the tuple into a list, and then you can modify the list and then again convert your tuple into a list. So this is the way you can do that. So that's all guys. So thank you for watching this session. Thank you. Okay, bye.